Hello, Sanibonani, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are watching from Facebook, also welcome back. If you can, please do join us on YouTube. It does help the channel if you watch from YouTube, but if not, it's okay. You can stay on Facebook. You can watch from Facebook. Please do like the video and share. And this is going to be a very quick live because we do have a scheduled live as we discussed last night. We will still be doing that live about that teacher who did that thing to that child. But for now, guys, there is something that has come to my attention which really, really broke my heart. Whew. Yeah, let me not explain. Let me play you the video. I'm too heartbroken to explain.
Let's cut the whole story short. Yes. You got the right of admission. I don't condone this in my mall, so you can look like it.
I'm saying here it's in Africa.
Yeah, this is Africa. Then you can't tell someone what to do or what to wear at which mall.
It's a public place.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You are dressing decently.
Oh, this is not decently. This is not decently. That's what you're saying. This is not. This is not. This is.
So basically, I know there's a bit of a noise in the background, but at least you got to get the idea of what's happening. A gentleman was in a mall in Midrand, store manager, and it happens to be at Clicks. I don't know what we are still doing at Clicks, but yeah, it was at Clicks. And he was told he has to leave the mall because he's not dressed appropriately. Because he was wearing African clothes, he was wearing an African attire, and this happened today, like 2021 today. Like I was today years old when it happened. It's not like something that's from the past. This is something that happened today. So he was kicked out. For those of you who are not familiar with the vendor outfit, number one, in South Africa we have 11 official languages, and 9 of those official languages represent 9 native tribes of South Africa. The other 2, I don't know what they're doing there, but they seem to be the ones that are more prominent. Even now, look at me, I'm talking to you in one of them languages. But anyway, that's how we have learned to communicate and to be inclusive. He was kicked out, guys. One of our most internationally recognized artist in South Africa. If you do not know her, please Google her, is Mama Esther Mahlangu, and she's made fame all over the place. I've once even flew on the same flight with her. We were going to New York. She was dressed in her outfits, in her traditional outfit. Nobody stopped her. Nobody asked her to get out. Like, everyone was just so pleased. People actually wanted to take photos with her. Like, we're trying to stop this thing of prioritizing white weddings. We are seeing young people now getting married in their traditional attire. We are promoting being African, being proudly African. And I think it makes it worse that it was a black manager. And it didn't say out of the shop, like out of the whole mall, you do not belong here. You are not dressed appropriately. Unfortunately, that video, it has a lot of background noise, but as I played it for you, I will upload it after this live, so that if you want to watch it, guys, I am heartbroken. What is happening in South Africa? What is happening? So yeah, it was a Ndebele outfit. I'm sorry. Did I say vendor? I said Ndebele, I think. Maybe I'm just too worked up to even. Guys, what do we say? Okay. He's not a branch manager of that shopping center. He is just a branch manager of that shopping center. Okay. Okay, it's let me read you part of the article. It says the incident took place in the Clicks store in Midrand and the Clicks store, the store was Clicks where it happened. The shopping center was in Boulders, the Boulders shopping center. It was the center management, the guy in a red jacket, who was telling him it doesn't look appropriate, he should leave the mall, they will not serve him, nobody should serve him, and telling the staff that they should not serve him because he doesn't look appropriate, he shouldn't be out like in that outfit. Guys, what's happening? Let me play this video, guys. Maybe I'm crazy.
Trying to say this is not decent.
It's not decent.
Oh, the way you wear it now is decent. That's what you call decent.
You are wearing Western. I'm wearing African.
This is African.
Africa.
This is African.
Your mom.
Call Gigi that.
Yeah, call Gigi to come.
Call Gigi.
He says it's not decent, guys. It is not decent, he says. Aibo. I don't, like, I had to watch this thing so many times because I thought maybe it's a skit, maybe someone, like, what is happening? What is happening? Like, this is a brother who's supposed to be raising black children who will be proud of being African, of who will be proud of being black. Like, where are Amabuto when I need them?
Gigi.
You're telling me I'm not supposed to wear African in Africa.
I'm saying
What I say.
Oh,
this is a public place. You can practice what you
it doesn't matter. We have a right to wear what we want to wear. You don't have to explain to us what.
I'm not allowing that. This is my mall.
This is your mall. Okay, nice
Lack
then.
of admission, it's
Yo.
For who?
is there when you enter.
Yeah, but you're not saying if you're wearing your traditional stuff.
Yes.
Guys, you are told if you are dressed in your traditional stuff, you are inappropriate. Yes, he did say his mall. He says, get out of my mall. Like, no, listen, guys, what is happening? What is happening? Actually, like, let me share a link, guys. I need your guidance in this one. I'm lost. What do we do in this situation? What do we do as Africans? These things are happening. This year alone, we are only mid-March. How many of these things have happened already? How many of similar incidents have happened already? And like, yeah, no, guys, imagine what they do to our children. Imagine how many of these incidents take place and there's no customer who's brave enough to record it. Just imagine if it happens to you and there's no customer who is brave enough to record it. Because we would not know what happened if nobody recorded it. Here is a link. I've just shared the link. Please do come and join me. I'll have 4 or 5 of you because I will be back later for that other show that we are having. Guys, you know, I always tell you that we need to unlearn before we can learn. There's just so much wrong with us. There's just so much wrong. I've shared the link. If you'd like to join me, I'll be very grateful. I hate cancel culture, but this guy should be fired and never allowed to work in South Africa again. Uloku eti, this is a public place. For who? Like, guys. Yo, I don't know what to say, but this guy should be fired and never allowed to work in South Africa again. Uloku eti, this is a public place. For who? Like, guys. Yo, you have another device that is saying fired and never allowed to work in South Africa again. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Yazi, I watched that video and ngizama bega with justification. Ukuthi this guy umhloboni. You know, when you start looking at it from that angle to say maybe if he was, I'm sorry, I'll say this, if he was colored, justification of some sort.
He doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand.
Maybe he doesn't understand what it is even.
And why? And why? Mhlambe ilabantu who will only see it on Heritage Day. But also, now that I think of it, is Guti. What the gentleman did was he's embracing his culture when there was no occasion. How often do we embrace our culture on an occasion? Teen as well. Secondly, this guy came to Anna. Yellow. What color is it? Orange.
Red.
No.
From Yaga okay, 1980s.
So I look, I don't think there's a justification for this. The mall, manje, now it's up to the mall. It's up to the mall to act, because I'm sure when the red guys go there in the next 2 days, nyakube mnandi. So the mall must handle this decisively, according to me. That's what I think. Yeah.
And he's even wearing red. Like red is the color of fighters. Like, why is he wearing red and disappointing us?
Yeah, no, the fighters are gonna go there, and it's not.
Look, I like the point that you are making, that we wear our traditional stuff only on Heritage Day or if there's an occasion. Fortunately for me, I would say I only wear it, but I try to wear it more occasions than just the traditional occasions. But
Okay.
I think we should take that point into consideration and change our attitude and make it normal to dress African on a normal day, and make it normal. That's why they look like us on Halloween, because they think it's a costume. They even call it costume day. Wear your costumes tomorrow. It's not a costume, it's an outfit.
Do you know, last week, was it last week, I was filled with so much pride seeing Amazulu in London. I saw a couple of people wearing not Ispandla sonke. Please forgive me, I don't know what that thing is called, but so many people standing up to represent their cultures. But in as much as Masekunama incident also, I think it also points out to bigger parts of a conversation that we need to be having in society. Uguti, are we really that conscious of our cultural identity? Because if it was normal, we wouldn't have had the incident this all.
But like I always say, people are going to think I always blame leadership, but it comes from leadership. We think professional is wearing a suit, because even our leaders, they wear a suit when they come to address us, when they're doing things that are formal. We don't even know our president's traditional outfit, like home traditional outfit, because we think in order to look formal, you must come in a suit, you must wear your Armani, you must wear your Versace. Even our musicians, even our traditional musical singers, our traditional Zulu musicians, they will tell you about Brentwood, a European brand, and they will show off, and they accepted it in such a way that, number one, I never see it sponsoring any of their gigs, but they advertise it so much for free, and they never dress in their full attire. They show off with European brands, like Maskandi singers show off with European brand.
To a point where you think Uguti Brentwood is a local brand.
Exactly. It's European. It makes school uniforms here. It's not even a brand that you can brag about. It makes school uniforms here. So
it's interesting.
I was really hurt by that. I think we need to change our attitude. I like that point. I'm gonna take that point. Can I add other people? Thank you so much, Luvuyo. Yo, Thembile.
Molo sisi,
Molo bhuti wami unjani?
ndiyaphila kunjani?
Ndiphilile.
Yebo. Yazi laa nto itholwe ngumama uEsther, ngikhe ndayithola nami apha eKapa. Ngomnye umntu othi uyimaneja naye ozenza imaneja kwivenkile enkulu yakwa-Pick n Pay eStrand Street eLikhwa. And ngumntu wangaphandle, ndicela omnye umntu wangaphandle ukuba makenze i-social distance, akafaki nemask. We under COVID-19 and they don't care. Even that person says a manager. That person, laa mntu lo wangaphandle, he was swearing me. And when I come back swearing him, I tell he's a foreigner. we starting the arguing, and he tell the cashier there, don't save this person, give back, return the money back. I was swiping. I don't buy cash, I swipe. And say
Mm.
he is not allowed to save this guy because he call other person is a foreigner. I ask him, you know the foreigner? He said, when you go to another my country, I will call you a foreigner. I say, it's fine. You can call me, but me, I will not gonna go to your country. I can't go to your country. You left your country. How come you
But we
come
need
on
to
my
travel,
country?
Stevie. We need to travel. We're talking about outfit. Like, can I look African in Africa? Can I dress as
Yes,
an
but a problem. We under COVID-19 now. You want to
African?
spread the COVID. You want to spread the COVID, and you have to know you must have the rules for the COVID-19.
Mm.
He don't want to wear the mask. His brother and one he says is a manager, and he don't care for the rules of COVID-19 of South Africa.
But when it
You see
comes to
the COVID
dressing, to looking like a South African in South Africa, what do you say
is
to outfits, to dressing like an African? Should you be allowed to wear your Xhosa outfits, go into a shopping mall and shop?
yeah. You have to wear.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
I like that point. We will talk about that point of what you call foreigners and things like that. But today, let's just stick to the outfit so that we don't
A,
move from
a
the topic.
problem. Abantu abathi basemanager ezindaweni abayazi ukuthi imanager into yothini.
They take
Akuthiwa
control.
hayi
They
manager.
wanna bully people. He's a bully. That one.
Yeah.
Now give me his
All
number.
bonke abantu bathi bazimanager angayazi uba umanager funeka uthini before ube manager. We have to go to learn about the man to be a manager, because
Yeah.
the people just put the person to be a manager, but they don't know how to treat the people from
Thank you
the
so
shop. The customer, the customer always got the rights, but the people have to know, even now we're under COVID-19, it doesn't care with the COVID-19 now. We're getting sick with the people. You don't care about the COVID. Just
Mm.
walking up and down. You see, when
Mm.
you are a liquor from the shop, no space, and you don't wear the mask, and you don't want to make a social distance.
Mm.
You see, that is a
Yeah. Thank you
problem.
so much. We need to have a show where we talk about how we can contribute to a better ways of preventing this spreading of COVID. Thank you so
Mm.
much, Ndebele. Vuvu, hello. Vuvu. Hi, Vuvu. Vuvu, you are muted. Please unmute your mic. Vuvu, we cannot hear you, please. Okay, we've lost Vuvu. Kwati, molweni,
Aw.
hello.
Ninjani?
Siphilile ninjani?
Siyaphila nathi. Nguqwathi lo ngudikela ngunoni ngitswayibani lo. Dime nodlomo. But thina ngamandla sifuna uyithetha thina ne. Lento yenzekayo apha esizweni South Africa, we are a lost nation okokuqala. When we look at back kwixesha lokhokho bethu, they had each and every king had a spiritual guide to guide the nation. So as you can see now uba kwenzekani esizweni South Africa, kwenzeka that thing we call a silence oppression, apho kucinezelwa khona umuntu omnyama kabuhlungu. When you look at imithetho based on these COVID regulations and whatever, it's only based on us, communities abantu abamnyama. Yonke umthetho, or it's working only kumuntu omnyama. Complaints are coming from us. So mna ndilandela imboni yakwantu, imboni utata uZuleza Rhadebe. So lento yenzekayo ngoku wayambula before ukuthi liyeza ixesha apho umuntu omnyama ozocinezela khona umuntu omnyama. So I'm not talking about into ayitsho izolo or last year. I think it was 2019 or 2018 if I'm not mistaken. and then really now it's happening and ibhlungu. Know why I'm saying ndingumqwathi ndingudikela ndinginoni? Because of I understand that abantu basekhaya badala, they are still existing but on a spiritual dimension. You understand? So for what I saw from that video, to me, it was very bad for umuntu athi is the owner of a mall. But if kusuka umuntu, I would make an example, let's say usuka e-England enxibe indlela zakhe singazazi, ebezoba welcomed. But into erongo ngala muntu ngendlela anxibe ngayo. You understand?
Even Putwami, even an Indian wearing a sari, we see them all the time in my mall. Indians wear their saris. Nobody tells them they cannot shop. Nobody tells them they look inappropriate. Why us?
Yeah, bon. So I won't blame amabutho mabesithi bayamdinga bafuna ukuba ne-meeting naye uMaponyane, whoever he is. And then I also want to support the point bewuyithethile nobhuti kuqala ukuthi as musicians sisoloko siphakamisa i-brands zakoma-Italy, i-brands zakuphi kuphi, sibasupporta ngokwethu as in South African citizens. Yabo, they don't buy these local brands from us. They don't buy anything. You understand? They don't support, but they buy a Porsche, living kwizindlu ezinkulu. When go better, we have to donate for them. So you understand? So it's bad. It's bad. And then I have kunombuzo bewukhe wabuzwa imboni like ukuthi yeyiphi indima or ipart edlalwa nguhulumende to South African youth. You understand? There is no programs for us, as you can see us as we are a young men. You understand? So at least on our TVs we are paying. We are paying for a TV license, right? But as we are paying for a TV license, you'd always see adverts, as fana adverts zotywala. Then midnight also, you only see them playing umculo for 5 hours. Umculo wakudala, but that time is the time ukuthi supposed to play programs that will teach us ngemvelaphi yethu, will teach us where we come from, will teach the importance of Ubuntu. You understand? So Imboni Utatu Zuleza Khatebe is playing a big role with his institution of the Revelation Spiritual Home, changing the lives of Tina Ezulucha. So many lives. I mean, it's all over South Africa. So his teachings okanye whatever programs ezokhuluma umuntu omnyama or ulucha to pay attention and know that they are also important. We are also a nation that eyadalwa nguqamata ngumvelinqangi for a purpose. You understand? Look at us now today. We are wearing weaves. We are not proud of us as Africans.
We are the only people that have 2 weddings. Only Africans have 2 weddings, and we prioritize the white wedding. Sometimes even our grandmothers, they get married when they are 95 because they prioritize the white wedding. And then when problems start happening, I need to have my African wedding. Like we don't prioritize us. We are the only group of people that do that. Why?
Yeah, boy. So it goes back. It goes back from where I said we are a lost nation because of the only solution for us as Africans, or let me say, the foundation of us as African, it's African spirituality. You understand? So if Tina, we don't respect Ingqambu zethu, which is our roots, where we come from, then it's a shame for Omaponyane, those who blessed Mr. Maponyane with izindwanazo. You understand? But now the way it ends up corner, it is very bad, and it's very ashaming to us as Africans. So there's nothing I can learn from him. You understand? So So kubuhlungu, you understand? Kubuhlungu. There's a lot that is happening in South Africa. From politics, we are nothing. You understand? I don't know where we are going as this country. You understand? There's no way. And then I want to correct Uputi lo bekaphumile khuluma ngobizo munye foreigner. Let me tell Uputi while I'm still online. The border, it's only a wire in between Zimbabwe and South Africa, right? So we as Africans, we are one nation. The roots of Untu or Ubuntu is come from Pezule, Africa. So we are one. There's no way that you can see a Shona person, you can say Likwere Kwere. There's no way you can see Umundo Buye Congo, Umbize Ngamagama. We are all one nation. The only foreigner that comes from overseas, that's a real foreigner, but not us as Africans. So kumele iphele le ndaba ukuthi sibukane sibizane ngamagama. Kumele iphele, we must come as one, we must unite. You understand, ma'am? So
you know, Kwati, I'm so glad
Yeah.
you touched it. That's why I said I would like us to have another conversation on foreigners. Because the one thing I always preach is before the white man came, we were one. We were never countries. We had tribes. We didn't have countries. Secondly, people need to know where they come from in order for them to even end up in Southern Africa. And people need to know that just because I come to your house and decide this room now belongs to Belgium, this room now belongs to France, it doesn't mean you are no longer blood brothers with your brother. We need to be careful of the words we use. And what I don't like with South Africans is when they have xenophobic attacks or they are beating up foreigners, they never do it to white people. Like we have a lot of French people, we have a lot of British people, we have so many other foreigners. If we're saying foreigners, why do we only refer to African brothers and sisters? If we say foreigners, why don't we say all foreigners? China in our parliament not so long ago. We complained for 2 seconds, we were fine. Nobody even talks about it anymore. But if that had been a Nigerian who was put in parliament, believe you me, some things would have caught fire. And that's a reflection of how much we hate ourselves. And that's a reflection that I see in that same brother in that jacket. That's the same. It is self-hate. He hates himself. And he looks at another African and he sees himself. And because he has so much hate for himself, he takes it out on the other brother. I think we should normalize looking African. We should normalize going out with our natural hair. We should normalize, just go to a restaurant and sit and eat in your traditional outfit. We shouldn't make it a Halloween costume. We shouldn't make it. They even tell us when to wear it. They even took away our holiday of Shaga's Day and they called it Heritage Day, and still it wasn't enough for them. They call it Pride Day now. How disrespectful is that? And so now we just say, okay. And when we start talking, they give us 350 rand a month and we shut up.
And then look, Sister Thenjiwe, we had, I think it was Human Rights Day, right?
I don't even celebrate that thing. My people don't have any rights.
Because we asked why. You know what happened really that day? Kwabulawa bantu bakithi. You understand? So we were supposed to mourn, or we were supposed to pay attention or sizile for that day, because kunemiphefumulo eyahlukana that day. Not ukuthi it's a Human Rights Day.
That's why I don't celebrate it, because what's there to celebrate? That's why we need to teach our history in schools, and because they do not want to change our syllabus to teach our children the correct history, we should use platforms like this to do our own education. That's why people think I'm joking when I always ask, please subscribe, please share the videos, because we want to change the mindset of an African child. Some of us are too old. You cannot change 40 years with 4 videos, but you can change a 4-year-old, because they will grow up knowing who they are. They will grow up knowing how important they are. Like recently, I did a video on this channel on Umkabai, and a lot of people didn't know We've had a woman in power. In Africa, especially, let me talk about South Africa. Women are queens. That's why even our hair grows up like this, like a crown. We do not send women to war, number one. All these people who are saying they are civilized, they send women to war. We do not. Have you ever seen a woman as part of Ibut? But come to the Western armies, the way we've done our armies now, you have women in front line. Like, even we slaughter, we avoid slaughtering a female cow because she might be pregnant or she might have a small calf. We do not. We respect women. We respect Inzala Bantu. Culturally, we do not change our surnames as women. This thing of being Mrs. came with colonization. You become I'm Mapumulo. So I would be Mampumulo. My children carry my husband's name, not me. Because we do not own women. This thing of 11 cows is not cultural. It came with Abelungu. Tina, we would used to exchange things just umgenandlini. Ilobolo was just a negotiation. People would give what they have. It was never 11 cows. For what? We need to change these things. We need to teach them in school because that's why we are so lost. We don't even know who we are.
We don't know, Sister Thenjiwe, who we are really. I'm sorry, but we really don't know who we are. Now we are always want to become richer within a day. When you charge for ilobola, ubuhlobo, you understand? Ubuhlobo, not ukuthi wena ube rich. You understand? You are not selling your daughter. These
But
things of
wait,
yeah.
Why now women, we have more funerals than weddings because people cannot afford. And even people who get married, they end up homeless. Umuntu athi housewife, you're not a housewife, just in case you are one of those. Because you can't afford 11 cows and afford to buy a house. Kanjani. These things, even these expensive weddings, we must stop these things and invest, make it better for our future, for our generation. We are so lost. Auto put in my mall. Like, is it your mall? He probably doesn't even own his home. I'm so sorry, we lost Ukwati. Let me add Uthandwa. Thandwa, hello.
Hi, Sister Thenjiwe.
Yeah, andikho right.
Hey, uyashisa. Hayi ngiyakubona uyashisa. Hey, uyashisa mtase.
Yo, ndimuncu mntase. Oh, cheers. Great minds think alike.
Impela. Ukahle kodwa.
Angikho right, yes, angikho right.
Nami angikho right, Sister Thenjiwe. Yazi ukuthi kubuhlungu ukubona umuntu wakithi omnyama enza kumuntu wakithi omnyama kanjeyana and endaweni yethu. Can you imagine ukuthi if you go to if we are overseas now ugcoke kanjeyana abelungu bayakumisa bacela ukushutha nawe but umuntu ofana nathi uthi improper, like really? Wow.
Look at Scotland. They walk around in their kilts.
Exactly.
If that had been a Scottish man wearing his kilt, he was not going to be kicked out. If that had been an Indian woman wearing her sari, she was not going to have any problem. She was going to be served what she came to buy.
It's like me sleeping next to my skin. Is it taboo? Thenji, is it wrong?
I mean, I don't work for that mall. Maybe in certain places it's taboo. Like we need to have some standards, guys. Yesterday we were just talking about African hair and the way children are being treated in school. Namhlanje a grown up and adult, a manager. Like where did he train? Why is he a manager? Or I want to look at his CV. I want his credentials. Like what makes him a manager even?
Yeah, kubuhlungu kakhulu nje. Uyabona nje, uyabona ukuthi ikhanda lami linjani namuhla?
Yeah.
I went to work like this in solidarity with that learner. Le kanyo kabuhlungu izolo.
Did you achieve everything obekufanele uyenze emsebenzini? Did your hair come in the way yakwenza wangakwazi ukusebenza?
No, everything. This is my human hair. This is my African hair. I was born this way.
Webut wami ayikho into enginyaka
Mm.
njengabantu, especially black women, even you men, because you buy it for your women, but when you will never be seen in a week. Mese nithi 100% human hair nisicakela. Would you wear 100% human teeth?
Cabanga nje kanjani nje.
Human ongayazi noma ibi-homeless noma ibigeza noma ibine-cancer noma ibinani, i-DNA ongayazi noma ye-murderer uyayithatha uyifake ikhanda lakho uze uzosisakela into iy'nwele ongazazi noma
That's why
eze-rapist noma ezani, and you are so
That's
proud.
why sithola ukuthi That's why uthola ukuthi sizilandela amabhadi because we inherit sithatha izinto zabantu esingabazi ukuthi bangobani. Uyabona?
Even with culture, I often have a problem with people, especially, I mean, I'm more concerned about Africans, with people who tell us things like it's barbaric for people to marry more than one wife, whatever. But when you get married, that's a topic we should have. When you get married, you are marrying someone who's over 18, who's making their own choice, who knows where they are going. And there's also a provision for divorce. If the one who's already there doesn't like it, they can divorce you. The law will even make sure they get provided for. But the same people on the same breath will tell you it is okay and it is legal for me to have an abortion and kill an unborn child.
Exactly.
Like, why do we look down upon ourselves so much?
Yeah, nanokuthi abantu abas-understand ukuthi what is the reason behind ukuthatha isithembu. Ngazi ukuthi nje na unemali you can have polygamy. Kanti isithembu siyisiphiwo sakini. Uyabona?
Yeah.
And omkhulu kudala babenzela ukuthi nakuthiwa mhlambe umuntu wesifazane usendaweni yakhe yobusha angamenzeli ukudla. Akwazi kodwa ukuphekela omunye umuntu wesifazane, yabona? Kusaphila ngokudala.
There's a comment I want to address. Ayanda Qaba uthi, please blame individuals, humans for their failures. Do not involve God nor Christianity. That is another powerful entity beyond human understanding. I have a problem with Christians, especially the ones who say they are saved, especially the ones in Africa, because they feel they have a right to tell people who are not Christians that they should be Christians. But the minute somebody opens their mouth and tells them anything against Christianity, why are we like that? There's no one who's more Christian than Africans. That's why we should learn our history, even find out how that Christianity even came to be.
Yazi mina ngeke ngithini sisithenjiwe ukuthi as an African person, it's my culture first. Then religion iyalandela. Religion is a way of living, not my culture.
And
not who am I.
Religion finally holwe inhliziyo, iholwe izenzo zakho. Don't tell me what religion you are. Let me see what you do, and then I will ask you, ukuthi, why when you nice kanje? Then maybe I'll be attracted to your religion. Don't just tell me ngomlomo ukuthi wena uyini, kodwa inhliziyo igaya imbozi.
Yeah, I was watching episode yaba Bishop today. I was shocked izinto ekuthiwa zenzeke emacaweni. Yazi ungathi movie. Because those stories, there's rape, there's assassinations.
All over the world, not just in Africa, all over the world. But I've got one person waiting in the waiting room, and I'm gonna close the live soon because I need to come back for another one. Can I just say thank you so much? But guys, I agree. Let us change our mentality. Let us respect ourselves. Yo, look at Maya,
Oh, sorry. Let me reduce the TV.
Yabona wena uzosifakela ama-copyright problems.
Abobani, ngiyavunyezwa ukubukela bo-YouTube bami ku-TV amababuwe bacolonizer lwana, not mina. I'm watching my African thing here YouTube on my TV. Oh, ungangiqali Thenjiwe. I'm just closing the volume nje ukuthi ngingami nomusi. bang into copyright here. Bahambe boye copyright wangibo.
Yeah, did you see the video? Did you see what happened this afternoon?
Ngibone a bit, a small snippet, but the guy ukhanya ule entitlement, but uyisiyelele because ugqoke i-Valentine's jacket and he's been colonized and athi it's my mall. That on its own shows ukubani unjani, illiterate. I'm not gonna call names because ingqondo yakhe is so colonized ukuthi instead of admiring yena ngokwakhe inkinga, I don't know uba isukele ngaphi, but yena uthe that's it, this is my move. Who says that? Then you have been red carpet wearing my African attire. Ingwane liana ngigqokile, and I'm proud of my Africanism. They look at you and they call you queen. I wear amabizami with pride. I am proud of the African person that I am. So Luana, une mistaken identity. I think ule problem da.
I think we really all need to read that book. Okay, can I leave you talking, Sugu? I want to show people this book that we need to read.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, what umuntu mnyama, but you can't embrace your culture. You can't embrace your own dressing to the extent to which you are telling somebody to go out. I'm still here to understand money and his reason. Was it about the person wearing that, or it was about Ikea on that? And for him to say it's my move, how flipping old is he to say such things? And if we leave that, we be talking konalana nje ku TV or whatever with YouTube without taking a stance on it, it will continue because it starts from there. The fact that our own black person is done, it does not mean which we cannot strike on it again. Now, if I was in South Africa, Lami, I was gonna boycott that store. But Yenango Wake, he needs to be fired. He's so lame. That's way lame. I pity his children. I pity abantwana bafundisani. If you would think wearing in your African attire, which is my mole, so you are not allowed. And even Lina Luana, who was helping on the site, I got a Kulumusisi Luana, like she's embarrassing me as a woman. Guys, sense one. And as you tend to say, we put your thing book. And I can't see the comments here. And
How is she embarrassing you, the woman?
The woman like Lapana Teti, I don't know Banzonga with the particular. Yes, we heard you can go. Was she not saying that?
No, she was actually fighting for the guy.
Oh, woman, forgive me. I thinking the lessons on the look guy. I think I'm pinned.
Lungu, my friend, it's Lungu.
Yeah, it's Lungu. Me nang sad is Lungu. Cause think that me no go school. Me no speak English. You forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I want to show her that.
Thenjiwe is guy. I think people should take this seriously. This is the beginning. If you want to go to Ume, because look at it, Indonesia landelana. Yesterday it was about the hair. Today it's about the dressing. Next bayotjelangani. Bayothi wonke umuntu agqoka ama-G-string, ungagqoki i-full pant. Because the bit by bit colonizing you, bayafaka umuntu owenu phambili to colonize because they're already colonized. People
Even
are
the Zulu areas are colonized, guys. Zulu areas are wearing underwear. I saw one with a CK underwear. I was like,
so on that one, spread. Exactly, because we are still living with slavery. Look at it high, it's about Chiwe.
I want you all to get this book. I'm sure there is a version online that you can get. Get this book.
Amazon.
Yep, it will explain exactly how they created a slave, and it says it will take 400 years. And they only have to do a few years, and then after that, we enslave each other. And that's exactly what is happening, because all these things we are talking about, it's not people of other color, it's not people of other races, it is us on us, us on us. Because
because divide and conquer, Thenjiwe.
Exactly.
Divide and conquer because sebelo one owabo obabhilivayo so lwana usemile sesifayitha thina against each.
Exactly. So, my friend, let me add one after here that I will.
Emhlobo ubukela ku-TV yami hamba obatshela continue ku-TV ngiyabe ngikhona la khona lapho.
Sure. Cindy, so please unmute yourself.
Ninjani Sister Thenjiwe?
Siyaphila unjani?
I'm good. It's been a while.
I know.
Okay, so I'm two ways about the situation. Firstly, there's a context for this story that's probably still missing. Ne? On the part of the center manager that we probably are not hearing. It can be that somebody can move from the entrance of the mall to a shop, and then only is their policy of dress code implemented when they're in the shop. So somebody had to call the center manager to complain. We need to find out who that person is. Before secure center manager, we need to find out how the center manager moved from the office like to the shop.
But
that's
at the end of the day, as a center manager, it doesn't matter if the president of the country complained. He should have told whoever complained that there is nothing wrong with what this customer is wearing. He should not have then gone to the customer because it shows a weakness on his part. Because what if I came and said, you are ugly, you are scaring me, you must be kicked out of the mall? Is he going to come to you and kick you out? What if Thenjiwe goes and says, I don't like saris, I think they are inappropriate, and there's an Indian woman there wearing a sari, please kick her out? Will he go and kick her out? Because even if that guy was caught shoplifting, his traditional attire has nothing to do with anything. Even if he had been caught shoplifting, hiding things under the blanket, the fact that it's a traditional attire has nothing to do with what he's doing, because nobody has ever told anyone no more jeans in malls because people who wear denim jeans are shoplifters. We have never been told do not wear sunglasses because shoplifters wear sunglasses. I understand your point, and I understand there's a background to the story, but still, especially if it was told by a person of another race, it makes it even worse.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be blunt. One of my first jobs was a cashier in a mall. Thenjiwe kunzima. Working in a mall, kunzima.
I know.
And there's a hierarchy that is there. And people don't, if you're working within the mall, you don't mess with that hierarchy. And for me, I'm, as much as Ndebele, and I'm hurt by this, I really would like to find out the background story. For me, I think I would rather, at the moment, I'm like, I want to find out what is the policy of that particular mall first.
In South Africa, there should be no policy against dressing in your way. Even if a Ibuto walks into Gateway Mall right now, going to see a movie without underwear with just ibeshu, they have a right to go there. They should not be kicked out. Our costumes, our traditional outfits are not costumes for Halloween. They are not just for 24th of September. It doesn't matter. It's not about the laws of the malls. It's the laws of the land. And even if the laws of the land are being unfair to us, we have a right to question them.
Yeah, I think.
What if you go to the mall? If people can make their own rules, then people are gonna say, but the laws in my house say I can rape my child. You don't just go around making your own laws.
Yeah. Okay, the thing is also, we need then all policy or all the policies of all malls need to be relooked. Because I know Guti, I cannot go to Pumlani Mall, which is a mall like Tembisa. Ngamapijam. It's written, it's there. But they'll turn you away from the gate. It's just a general policy. Your Pumlani Mall. You come in your PJs, you're not entering our mall. The security will tell you from the gate. You go to Woodmeat. Similar situation. If you're wearing slippers, you're not coming into our mall. They would rather have you in sneakers or some sort of formal shoe. I don't know why these rules exist, but people who work there. So I guess for me, the general retail sector and malls, the policies that are there, need to accommodate us as people, traditional attire firstly, and we need to start questioning why some of these.
They don't need to accommodate us. We are the natives. We need to accommodate them. Yeah, but the fact that we say we need to be accommodated in our own land is a problem. We don't need to be accommodated. It shouldn't even be part of the law. It shouldn't be even that we discuss or that has to be written down. That's why in the mall it's okay, you can come with your traditional attire. It should not even be discussed.
I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating, but
next thing we're going to be kicked out of our own weddings. They'll say, no, the bride doesn't look appropriate. You cannot have your wedding here.
A photographer actually said that to a bride. It said, the bride does not have enough makeup. Please go make a plan so that I can take pictures.
Oh my word.
It happens. But yeah, I mean, as at the moment, I really want to find out the full context of the story.
Mina, I don't care about the background. I don't care about the context. I care about what's in front of me. Him saying that, no, I do not agree. I do not know what his reasoning was. I don't know who sent him there. But I will never go and discriminate against you just because I want to save my job. I've said no to money so many times, and we should normalize that as Africans, and we should learn to stand together because this is divide and conquer. I've said no to many things just because I was against it. Indlala. We must think of our children, because if I say yes, then by the time my child gets to be my age, it's going to be normal. It's going to be something we are expected to do. And these things start from small things. It starts from us playing Mkovu. It starts from us playing Abatagati. It starts from us saying Ushaka Zulu is a good movie where they are showing Sangomas looking like animals. We need to say no, because we are the ones who consume this rubbish, and we are the ones who abangomalu rubbish. And you can't say you will do something bad to your fellow brother just because isisu, just because if you don't, you will be fired. Then there's a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Then there's a bigger problem.
Massive.
When the term motherfucker started, when they started making people sleep with their own children and with their own parents, would you do that to save your job?
Okay, I don't know if I'm allowed. It's a call center company. So yeah, but not everyone is like a Cindy.
And
so
that's why it's important to use these platforms. A lot of things have been happening. They happen because we do not control the media. You look at a paper that they call black media. It's always going to be talking about Tigoloshe. It's always going to be talking about a black man who's committed a crime. It's always going to be talking negatively about us. That's why we should create these platforms where we can have a voice. That's why if you see something happening, even if you don't want to be implicated, even if it's happening to someone you work with, just record it, put it on social media. We will deal with it. A phone is the most powerful tool. Stop just recording porn.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Other people waiting. Thank you so much.
All right, sharp.
Yo, guys, I. I've been saying I'm going. Thulusile Tutu.
Hi Sisi, kunjani?
Ngiyaphila, how are you?
Ngiyaphila. Hey, uyachisa yo.
I guys. I get so upset. You know what upsets me even more? When I see ukuthi South Africa, lapha ngabe sikhululeke khona, sicindezeleke ukudlula other countries. Like it's hard being African in Africa. And that's why I always encourage my South Africans to travel and see. Travel, even within Africa. Angazi ke musu travel kwamanye amazwe, you will realize ukuthi it is hard being an African in South Africa.
Kakhulu siyazi kungizwisa ubuhlungu kangangani. Yazi ngiyindebele ne. Ngithe ngokubona lapha ngithi ayikhona. Lo muntu musumbethe isindebele lo. Ene akunanto wrong ngokumbatha isindebele. Uyangizwa nje ngikhuluma isindebele ngiright. Yazi sinogogo Esther Mahlangu enikhulume ngaye ngasikudala. Ugogo Esther, she's been recognized eChina. Kunama billboards. Ma big boards or ma billboards ufakiwe lapha phezulu umama ugogo Esther embethe isindebele sakhe lesi ukhwela ifly akhamba ambethe isindebele lesi ene ingholwane zakhe akazikhiphi zihlala zikuye ngisho uzikhipha uzazikhipha mhlambe makadlule emhlabeni. So there's nothing wrong with the cultural clothing.
BMW wamenze ambassador, these cars as design yakhe, they are so expensive.
Yes, kakhulu kakhulu. Uhahle muzwe ubuhlungu baba loya akasi right loya umbaje bovu loyo.
Hayi umbaje bovu sizo kwayena.
Akasi right because ubhuti umbethe isindebele is African, imall iyakhiwe eAfrica. So why kufanele ukuthi intele kuza abantu ba overseas bazokuthenga kule mall? Thina sikhona la. Because ubhuti umbethe kumbi, umbethe basho ungunjani unappropriate. Inappropriate.
Ukuba bekufike umuntu wase Scotland bengeka khishwa
ene cabanga
I wish I was home ngihambe ngoJuda anicentshela amabutho ahamba ekule mall tomorrow morning.
Hayi kufuneka amabutho nyani vele sihlangane sonke amabutho akaZulu ngisho inhlanga zonke
njantante intolo namabheshi babona ukuthi bazomisoba.
Exactly bamsode out ushema akakho right. Angimvumi nje muzwe ubuhlungu umuntu umuntu ubhuti lo uze ambe akubhunubhunu naked estol bekuzoba right bengekhe kube right yena udecide ukuthi no ngifila like wearing my African clothing so nangu uyazimbatha ene umuhle futhi ikingi kuphi lapho. Hayi Africa South Africa ayishem ngiyayivuma.
Not yet Uhuru. Thank you so much Siswam. Let me ngifake labantu because I need to go and parent before ngilala. Thank you so much. Kunzima ukuba yithi guys. Kunzima. Senzo, hello.
Sawubona wethenjiwe.
Unjani Senzo ngisakwazi?
Hey madoda ngikhona ngihlezi ngikubangela isicefe la kuma comment. Mana ke ngaphandle kokumoshakala isikhathi wethenjiwe. Hey kuyenzeka kuningi ngiyakuzwa uyakhuluma la. Uyabona kade nginizwa nikhuluma indaba yemsebenzi ukuthi abantu basacrifice ngezinto ezithile just to protect imisebenzi yabo. Hey kuyenzeka abantu bayasacrifice especially abantu besifazane. Bayasacrifice ngendlela ethile just ukuthi besave imisebenzi le abaqashwe kuyona noma ngabe kuthiwa basebenza phi. Kodwa egcina kwakho konke sinyanizwa niyasho wrong yabo. Kodwa manje ngenxa yokuthi kulanjiwe indlala ikhona and ngoba uthi wena likhi ithuna lendlala ekugcineni kwakho konke umama ngabusisi owazi ukuthi kulanjiwe ekhaya. So izinto azenza lapha ya ngeke azasixoxele thina ekhaya. Ekuqaleni okay bengidlula kulelo page lelo lokusave imisebenzi wara ndlela thize. Uke wathinta indaba la ye-army yokuthi manje uthatha ukubheka uma South African Army sekukhona ngisho abantu besifazane into ebikade ingenzeki before. Uthola ukuthi kuthiwa kuyoliwa uthole nabantu besifazane awukazi umuntu wesifazane egqoka isidwaba ephethe umkhonto thiwa naye uyahamba uyola mhlawumbe kunezimpi phambilini sisaholwa amakhosi. umbuzo engifuna ukukubuza wona mhlawumbe unayo impendulo. Yini eyayenza ukuthi abesifazane Thenjiwe babengayibona ukuyona kuhambe abantu besilisa kuphela? Awunayo impendulo. Okay, kulungile-ke noma ungasaphendulanga. Nasi isizathu. Mhlawumbe abaningi sebekhohliwe. Umuntu wesifazane ube wathi wena uyiqueen. Ma eyiqueen okucaca ukuthi kumele avikelwe ngaso sonke isikhathi. That's why kwakuya amadoda kuphela uthola ukuthi abesifazane basele emuva basekhaya. Ngobani kumele bavikelwe? Ngamanye amazwi umuntu wesifazane uyingxenye yegugu eSouth Africa nakho konke kokunye okufuze abantu besifazane. Kodwa yenye yezamagugu okwacaca ukuthi izizwe lezi ezikhona eseyigcanasa namhlanje eSouth Africa. Into eyimbangela ukuthi kuze kuhambe kuliwe. Babefuna ingxenye vele igugu okuyiphathi abantu besifazane njengoba namhlanje mawuthatha ukubheka ngize ngithi mina kuma post bayayidlisa i-team abantu besifazane. Mawuthatha ukubheka izizwe Thenjiwe azikhohliwe ukuthi zona amagugu azo kahlahle kumele avikele. Njengamanje bayabona ukuthi ngomkhonto abalungi mhlawumbe nangazinye indlela zokulwa mhlawumbe physically abalungi. Basebenza nenye technology ukuthi ekugcineni bethole leli gugu okuwukuthi kuqala amabutho inhloso kwakuwukulivikela. Uyangazi mina Thenjiwe ngiyi-security right, ngikhange ngivele la uthi ngisemsebenzini. Lesi story inkosi yami siyadabukisa singenze ngadabuka ngikhange ngikade kwelinye lama-flat. Njengamanje izitolo esigrosa kuzona uthola ukuthi abantu abakuyi-management, abantu bangaphandle, abantu bezizwe, othola ukuthi vele lezi zizwe lezi kadeni babe yingxenye yezimpi. Abanye babo uthola abafikanga ngoba bebona ukuthi ma kuthiwa kuliwa ngomkhonto vele ngeke beze belungu. Lapha eflatini okay, i-management yakhona uona isitolo espa. Kodwa manje umuntu wangaphandle omnyama futhi, yabo. So amantombazane ngendlela awaravaza ngayo sisiwami kuyadabukisa. Uthola ukuthi nawe umuntu ayikho into ongayenza. Lento ingenze ngadabuka ngathi yazi ukuthi kukancane la eSouth Africa. La eSouth Africa kukancane uthole umuntu wesifazane wasezizweni. Uthola ukuthi uthandana nendoda yomZulu. Angisho ukuthi akwenziki. Kodwa ku-rare compare with abantu besifazane la eSouth Africa indlela abayinikele ngayo kubantu basezizweni. Okufike kube kuhlungu nakho konke-ke mawuthatha ukubheka iningi labantu abangaphandle abakufihlile ukuthi bona le emazweni abo banamakhosikazi futhi banemizi. Okucaca ukuthi konke abakwenza la just ukuravaza nje, yabo, ukuthi bayadestroya. Ngamanye amazwi lamagugu Thenjiwe ayekade evikelwa kuqala okuwabantu besifazane. Namhlanje sizinsizwa noma ke singamabutho eSouth Africa noma kwaZulu kumele sivume ukuthi sesihlulekile. Sesihlulekile Thenjiwe ngoba kube kuthiwa asihlulekile.
Leyo siyadinga ukuyikhuluma ngelinye ilanga, and masiyikhuluma I will invite my foreign friends because izinto abazishoyo ngathi sama South African women. 2, obuza u-Uber driver ababahambisayo bathi hey ingane zakithi sibalande ema-university siyoba drop emafletini o2 hours siphinde sibaphindisele.
Yebo, into ebuhlungu ingane ezi-right ezinhle yazi ukuthi okay usiko lomuntu wesilisa eSouth Africa ukushela, okay umuntu wesilisa uyohlala eshela. Kodwa manje khona abake ngifunda ama-comment la bakhala ngemishado. Imishado Thenjiwe uqinisile njengamanje isimncane imishado. Umbuzo uthi uzomshada kanjani umuntu wazi kahle ukuthi ekugcineni kwakho konke yazi ukuthi umuntu wangaphandle akasheli ngisho usuku mathiwa mhlawumbe useqondene nentombazane yala iviki likhulu. Kodwa futhi mhlawumbe in a week bazoqala ukubonana amthole akhona ukumsebenzisa ajike amshiye kanjalo. Kodwa wena ma eze kuwe uzofuna ukuthi abe nomshado. And into ebuhlungu bayasidestroyela abantu besifazane bethu bala nabo bayavuma yikho into singayenza ukuvimba bayayidlisa i-team.
Nifika sekuhlelile yini senzo nina nifika sengasekho lutho yini kandawo?
Yazi ukuthi khona into ebengizama ukuyifihla. konke bengizama ukuyifihla la ebengifisa ukutshela yona ukuthi bengisathi ngixoxe istory sami se-security ukuthi lo yamuntu kazana wezizwe sesize siyajwayelana phela ama-security ajwayelana wonke umuntu ophuma engena esangweni uyabo. Okay, uqasha amantombazane lapha eSpa. Sengize nami ngithe ubo kungifunela intombi phela zinhle izintombi lapho yabo ngoba vele phela sibuye sibathathe njengabangani ngonxa ukuthi sincenga umsebenzi bangama client yabo. Uthi yena awu ungathola noma yipi lapha mina angisathandi naneyodwa zonke seyibuya kuyena yabo. Ngimphikise mina just ukuthi ngicabanga ukuthi uyangichomela yabo. Ngithi mina unamanga yazi iproof ayenzile yipi ungikhombise ifoni yabo okuyikuthi during le process leyasuke yenza lapha endlini eflatini usuke wenza ivideo and bona abazi ababoni yabo. Into angitshele yona ukuthi umuntu wala eSouth Africa akamsendeli amavideo lawa asuke ewenza lapha engabe abanye benzele bathroom abanye benzele bedroom uyabo. Akabasendeli kuphela into ayenza usendela abakubo ukuthi kuje kube ama-porn videos ngali yabo akawasabalalisi la.
We need to have a topic on that. Ngizokuvala manje kodwa before ngikuvale ngicela ungiphe inamba yalo mlisa ayisho ukuthi uyayishaya indaba ndaba mekuwukuthi ubenza bonke awunginike inamba yakhe
yabona
funa ukubona ukuthi usuke benzani
mana ungakangivali okugcina 2 seconds ungakangivali yabo. Ngifuna ukukutshela ukuthi ngibe ebhlungu ngoba abanye babo labo sisi laba ngempela futhi hayi ukuthi ube fake bangungqo ngiyabazi ngihlala nabelokishini basebenza esitolo abantu bangaphandle ke sibe nengcindezi yokuthi Thenjiwe bayiphethe 45 more than thina yabo. Bane kube uyifaka yonke kubo yabo of which is baphela ngakafaka uhafu ufaka wonke sisaba right ingane ezinhle yabo. Uthola ukuthi bona bakhaliswa injabulo but mina ngiba nakho ngaphakathi la emqondweni ukuthi akusekho lutho kulabo bantu labo. Ngisho noma ngathi ngiyancenga ngeke ngisafica lutho ngoba badlula kubantu abangama foreigners yabo. Sekungathi manje siyababandlulula sibabiza amakorekore kodwa into abayenza la sihlulekile ukuvikela amagugu ayinini abantu besifazane. Kubuhlungu ayikho into esingayenza.
Inkinga yenu nisheshe nigqoka ama-under nisebancane besingakhulu kahle. So buye siyenze leyo topic kodwa buye sikhulume. Thank you so much. I've got other people waiting kwinokuthana. Thank you so much Senzo and thank you for joining us bese sikhumbule. Yo, hi guys. Brandon.
Hello Sister Thenjiwe kunjani?
Ngiyaphila unjani?
Hayi ngiyaphila. Hayi kuyakhulunywa nje.
Hey ngiyakhulunywa miyango uyakhala usenza ukhala nge45 uthi hayi ziyaphela ingane but that a topic for another day. Today sikhuluma ngale ndaba yokuthi is it okay to wear an African attire in Africa?
Yeah, I think it's okay Sister Thenjiwe ngoba singabantu abamnyama. So angiboni inkinga nje umuntu maye kwazi ukuthi asibonise ngendlela ayiyona. Silana nje eEngland we've got ama-Scottish bayakwazi ukugqoka nje ama-cute, they call them cute isn't it? Then
Yes.
The-Wales ama-Welsh banendlela abagqoka ngayo. Angazi amangisi wena-ke mhlawumbe washada ingisi angazi ukuthi bagqoka kanjani amangisi kodwa nje ilizwe nelizwe nje banendlela zabo. Ngisho la eBrithani nawe uyazi ukuthi banamasiko abo abamhlophe banendlela
St Patrick's Day nje ubonile ama-Irish abegqoke kanjani.
Exactly ko island into ezinjalo ukuthi I think the problem esayenza thina e-Africa noma e-South Africa noma all over Africa ukuthi we were colonized nabamhlophe. So izinto eziningi esasithatha kubona zavela sengathi into ezi-right into ezingcono yayibona into enjalo. So sibona awenza into zama-Europeans so wenza into engathi iphucuzekile yayibona into wenza into yesintu uyiqaba into ezinjalo. So abantu basuke babukele phansi uyabona nje ukuthi ngisho umunye umuntu mayeke ehlale nje just a few months la eEngland umbona akasakwazi ngisho nokuthi mawuse umbone emsebenzini akasafuni nokukhuluma isiZulu noma
bakukhuza bona kuqala baze bakubuza ukuthi why don't you use an English name khona engimaziyo nje usebenzisa igama engalona nelakhe.
ngiyakwazi lokho kukhona abaningi nje abanye osisi obuye ubabone la emsebenzini ukuthi hayi sebedlula ngisho abamhlophe. So kodwa umbona nje ukuthi nje umuntu wasekhaya phela lo but bazenza nje sebezenza.
Wena ungcono ngoba usebenza nabo abamhlophe base-England abasihleki. Yabona nje bonke laba abakhuluma baze kube ngathi bavala amakhala. Umlungu uyanihleka athi nje awe manga athi ikati lizama ukukhonkotha because you do not sound original, you do not sound like yourself.
Ngempela phela bayatsho
Ngakho umuntu omnyama ye-India abuye sethi hello ahlala 7 years ayofundela i-medicine. Abuye after 7 years ngeke umuzwe kodwa esekhulumisa okwamandiya. Akekho ye-China abuye ekhulumisa okwama-China. And lento yaqala ngalento yokuya eGoli. Umuntu aye eGoli athehla nje park station ebhasini athi mara tu uthi he
mara ngiyaceda.
Ugcoka amacici. Angithi siyitshela ukuthi anything that is not us i-right.
I know.
I know I'm beginning to speak a lot of English in the channel, and that's because I want us to be inclusive. Because unfortunately, we cannot change history. Maybe for our future children, ngaba ne language a common as either South Africans or Africans, whether it will be Zulu, Xhosa, Swahili, whatever language we can come up with. But for now, if we want to be inclusive, and this channel is not just going to be for Amazulu, because we will never learn from other people if we keep siyenze yethu ukuhamba kuzala induna.
That's very true. So I think indaba nje ilele lapho sistenjo is makuyindaba ye-racism. I-racism ikhona ngisho nala e-England. You know, sometimes it's like if man dressed like in an urban way, man yongena ngisho ko Marks and Spencer, you can feel that somebody is following you behind. I'm sorry, you know, I don't know, security guard, I don't want to call them or security hell that ukuthi bayakulandela. Yayonke njalo. Ngase ngalandela omunye ubaba nje. Ngathi ngiyambona nje he looks mixed race. Kodwa nje mase ngikhuluma naye ngithola ukuthi hayibo lo baba wase South Africa kushuthi nje uphuma Bloemfontein or something. Mase ngimbuza ngithi hayibo mfowethu pho yini wangilandela kangaka athi nje uyazi siyatshelwa nje ukuthi mawukhe kwangena nje umuntu omnyama onendlela agqoke ngayo you need to follow ngoba basuke bezolokhuza bezontshontsha. Yayibona njalo. You see, because they're just judging you because of the color sakho sokuthi umuntu omnyama ugqoke futhi ngendlela nje mhlambe sophisticated abangayibona ukuthi you are a gentleman. You are not supposed ukuthi move around ko Marks and Spencer or ko John Lewis into ezinjalo. So into ezinjalo sistenjiwe zikhona, you know, mangisafika la I used to be biased kodwa u-auntie owangileta la wayengicela nje u-auntie Thathi athi hey wena usazayibona i-racism la mfana. Sazayibona ikhona, you know.
Mina Brandon, I prefer receive kumlungu i-racism. Ingibulala kakhulu when umuntu omnyama enza komuntu omnyama.
Yeah.
Ingibulala ngaphakathi.
Yes, vele abantu
umlungu.
Asingabantu abamnyama. Ngake ngaya kwenye indawo ngithi ngiyosebenza. Ngafika lapha unesi ngangifanele ukuthi ngiyolokhuzana ngiyokwenza i-exchange naye. Why he was from Nigeria. I'm very tall. So some people tend to get confused, you know, bacabanga mhlambe uthi ngiphuma le ko West Africa. So maybe uthi mhlambe I'm from their country or something. Why said nje wase ngibuza wathi oh which state do you come from? Ngase ngimphendula ngase ngithi I said oh I'm not from America. That's what I said to him. What out? Kanga nje ukuthi nje wase Nigeria. Ngathi oh no, I'm not from there. What uphuma kuphi? Mase ngisho sistenjiwe. He quickly rode the red carpet. Mayezwile nje ukuthi ngithe nje ngowase South Africa. Everything changed. Even that night shift ngayenza nje ngithi ngiyokwenza imithi nani, nobody was talking to me. I'm telling you. Nobody was even talking to me. Bonke labo bafana babekhona base West Africa, they were all quiet. What I mean.
Guys, as South Africans, we need to have this conversation. Sinegama elibi ngaphandle.
Yes, it's very.
Sinegama elibi ngaphandle, and it's because of divide and conquer. If anything were to happen to us, akho African eyosilekelela.
Yes, nje wangukela kahle lo wabhuti nje. It was so nice, and we did hand over everything. I think he even made me a cup of tea, you know. And then after that, you know, that's when he discovered that, oh, I'm not what he thought I was.
And as a South Africans, we always have to prove that we're not like the rest. And they will always remind you, when you're not like other Africans, you don't behave like other Africans. But those are topics we really need to have. Let me add a few more people because I've been valelisaring on this live. But
I'm saying thank you, Sister Thenjiwe. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Have a good shift. Some dish. Okay, we lost some dish. Kwathi.
Awu, sabuya madoda. Hey. Sekunzima sithunyelwe ifoni.
Ulokeni lapha ngemuva sitshela ukuthi wena uthini.
Oh hayi. Hayi sisithenzi. Mina engaku ndingathi after 1994 into ebekufanele uba yenziwa apha ndingathi eSouth Africa bekufanele uba umthetho okanye indlela zengcinezelo zafika nabelungu bekufanele uba after 1994 sisithi sikhululekile, yayiqonda. So bekufanele uba kwatshintshwa wonke laa mthetho, tshintshwe wonke umthetho, sifake umthetho wethu owalapha eAfrika, sisuse wonke laa mthetho waseWest. Okunye okwesibini bekufanele uba into esayenzayo sabuyela kwiindlela zethu, laa ndlela ookhokho bethu babephila ngayo. Sithini? Silungise kubusa amakhosi kudala, kumaswa kubusa amakhosi, silungise kubuse amakhosi, sibuyele kulaa ndlela. Amakhosi kudala ke ayehamba neemboni, imboni which is abaprofeti. Amaprofeti babekhona for ukugayida isizwe, ukuboniswa nje zonke izinto ezizayo ezizokwenzeka. If sasibuyele kwezo ndlela ezo ngekungekho nje kunje kusenzeka ezi zinto kungenxaba salahla ubuthina, salahla iindlela zethu. So xa sinobuyela ke sibuyele kwiindlela zethu, sizazi uba singobani, sisuka phi. Bengenokwenzeka into enje engaleya yenziwe ngulaa bhuti pha. Laa bhuti which is yena kwayena akazithandi, uyazonyanya, wonyanya uba ngumntu omnyama. Aka-understand uba ngabana uba ngumntu omnyama kunjani, yayiqonda. So ndingabe ndiyibeka kanjalo.
Muted. Enkosi uyichanile mntakuthi, uyichanile. This is so true. I-self-hate ngempela lena, guys. Because yazi mina ngiyancamela vele I expect bona ukuthi babe njalo. But mase kuwumuntu wakithi, mase no.
Sister Thenjiwe, I like your platform, right? Your platform, it engage us as Africans, kwekona esikuzo, Joburg, Cape Town, Eastern Cape. You're from YouTube and also Facebook. So you are using these platforms. Apple today, abantu, they are spending more times watching videos and then all that stuff. Ne? So don't say that kudala nginipapayisa, guys. I need to ukuthi ngibhekise umntana. There's no time for that now. Yabo. So ngathi you are also a public servant. So now you are serving abantu ngokuthi wenze kube khona uxhumano, kube khona unity ebantwini. You understand? So for you, the platform unayo, I would advise that do your own research. Ne? Do your own research. Now I would say go to kwimboni yakwantu, akwazi ukwambulela ezinye izinto so that ukwazi ukuzishare nabantu. For example, on YouTube, right? There are words of wisdom from kwimboni yakwantu that abantu can learn more and then can learn also imvelaphi yabo. You understand? Let me make an example ngevideo utata apha cacisa khona how to be spiritual, right? And then baluleke kangakanani na to connect with your ancestors, which means abaphansi, people who are still existing ngokomoya. You understand? People who are still living what we say spiritual dimension. Yabo? So if yena lo bhuti lo ugxothe umuntu emole sithi unxibe kakubi wena, why lo muntu enxibe njengomAfrika, benitshilo nendathi ubabeka ehlazweni okhokho bakhe. But thina xa bethina sinokwazi ba sisebenzise the most time to invest kubuthina as Africans. So I think bekunoba ngcono kakhulu. Yeah, understand asiswami. So
kakhulu
ndiyaxolisa kubantu abangithatha wrong in a way yoba I'm against another religion. No, I'm not talking about people abamkela.
You know your history. You know your history,
Yeah.
and you know who you are. And Yabona, I like your suggestion. On Mondays, every Monday on this very channel at 9 p.m. South African time, I have Ubabu Mnguni, who is a traditional healer, who comes on. We do a live with him, and he sometimes he will explain dreams, sometimes he teaches us about izinto zakwantu, into zase Africa, what do we do? And because I know that some people do not understand isiZulu, sometimes I have Ugogo Dinewo, who comes and speaks in a language that is going to be understood by more people, because uyakwazi ukuchazana ngesingisi. So I do those. Izolo nje we did a video about ukulala nomuntu ophuma ejele, ukulala nesibosho. And you know what, I did a comedy skit about that thing, but then I thought, no, we can't just joke about it. I need someone who's going to come and teach people ama implications alezinto ukuthi ijele akuwona umdlalo. So he came and he educated, and I also have videos with other people this Africa, and we also do videos where we teach people ngesintu. And for now we're just doing isiZulu, like we've done izinyanga zonyaka in Zulu, and their meaning. And a lot of people were so shocked ukuthi ayibo kanti nathi we had amagama ezinyanga and they mean something, because we are too westernized. So izinto kanjalo, I'm working on them and we are doing them. And on this channel, if you check, I think we have over 400 videos, man. So do check. There are so many things. And hopefully we will grow and we will be able to include wisdom from different tribes. We Africa young. Because I do believe we are the only people abazizondayo. Anything that is associated with us, and we have to make sure siyayishintsha leyo nto. Number two, what I do not like is into zesintu sizenze emfihlakalweni. Abantu will go to a sangoma ebusuku, emini baye esontweni. 97% of people abaye esontweni also go to izangoma nenyanga, but they will stand in front. Some of them abefundisi ukuthi babe nalamasonto amakhulu, they go to izinyanga, but they will stand in front and bagxeke into yase South Africa. Abantu ngaphansi kwama-weave kugcwele imigcaba, but people will never own up to that. Abantu bahlala emendweni nje izangoma zabo, kodwa akekho yokathi my sangoma is the best. Sonke sibiza indoda esingayazi. So mina, I believe ukuthi our biggest wrong is to do into that. I don't mind umuntu othi akayifuni angayifuni, ungayenzi emfihlakalweni. I don't want umuntu ozofika kumina athi Thenjiwe usijwayela kabi uqathi uma yethi asenza ukuthi kade nekufika uqathi amhag amsmayilele avume yonke into ayenzayo. No. Don't spit in my tea. Tell me to make my own tea. Ngitshela ukuthi hayi ujwayela kabi ngeke ngikwenzele iti unezandla nawe. Ungalenzi kanti uzoliphimisela. Like why are we so ashamed? Fanele we must get to a point where umuntu umtshele nje ukuthi no, emngcwabeni wami ngifuna emfundisi. And that's fine. We must get to a point where ubatshela abantu usikwami umncwabo kuzodliwa idombolo or ngihlabela amadlozi ami ungafuni ukuze ungafuni ukuza ngoba we disturb izinto kuthiwa i-21st akuyona i-21st umemulo kuyothi kade kuhlatshiwe kwenza umemulo kumnandi sekudlalwa ne-radio ngoba manje siyasaba ukwenza okwesiZulu kuphela siyasaba ukwenza okwesintu kuphela sesiphazamisa lento yesinto ebesiyenzile because we just wanna accommodate amanye ama-culture esingawazi. White wedding udodi ikho nidivosa kangaka because anihambi nangohlelo lwabo bona they have ama-reasons and they have things that they follow kwi-white wedding. Thina sazi ukuthi ugqoka ingubo emhlophe kuphela imbhedo esiyiwona as abantu abamnyama. We need to unlearn a lot before sizoze siqale sifunde.
Yazi kwenziwa yintoni sisi? It's what we call a mental slavery, right? So ubhuti wami ne why esithi ulbhudlomo why esithi thina abelungu bafika ne basicolonizer and futhi I think also abantu mele bazi ukuthi ancestors zethu how did they accept Jesus as their savior back in the days. They were forced, they were killed. Babulawa, and in Cape Town there's a place called a Castle of Good Hope where you will find a lot of information tells you about ukuthi uNkulunkulu wabo omhlophe wafaka kanjani. So then after bashiya umuntu omnyama washeka efaka futhi lo uNkulunkulu umhlophe kubo, right? So that's why ngibuye ngithi ngendlela esenza ngayo esizonyanya ngayo thina sabophekile apha emqondweni, you understand?
So much.
So let me make an example ne sibhizi siya kwisangoma ebusuku ne sigobe sithi sifuna amandla. You understand? Sasa sivula iBhayibhile ne sithi yekani uhambe ningena kwezindawo niphosela amathambo ezinje zafakudala ngamademoni ango. But that the very same person okuzokuvulela iscripture esikuxela ngoJohn ngoJoseph even uJesu, which is also now bazi ancestors from kuphi Canada or Israel because of ayikho sezulwini. You understand? When bethi uJesu is ngumprofeti wayethunyele kuwe, but as you look at us uJesu akalazi idliso. You understand? But kunale understand akalazi idliso vele. You understand? Isichitho akasazi. But as you look kwimpande zethu as Africans, there was from Congo prophetic I think is Kivambu or I forgot Simon Kivambu. Yabonde yamas. And I'll tell you that down the lines balapha Africa kuno prophet Azaya umqalindlela Azaya Shembe, kuno ogogo uMantsumbe Free State, kuno eqonce umprofetikazi uNontetha. You understand? Lona bathi uyahlanya kubekho omprofeti onongqawuze bona namhlanje thina esithi basilambisa, which is ayiyo. So there were people who were called to restore ama-Africa ngendlela ayengayo, but okhokho bethu zange bamamela. You understand? So but we are lucky that uNkulunkulu mudimo Jinji uNkulunkulu esimbiza ngamagama as Africans usasithanda. Remember imboni yakwantu esandukushona last year ubaba uTrade Muthwa wakhuluma bafuna ukumbulala wabaleka from Gauteng to Northwest if I'm not mistaken, waze wasweleka till they recognized him as these black politicians in 80 something, while they didn't listen to yena mina ngekazalwa mina Themba lethu. You understand? But benzi ngathi ngoku bayamhlonipha. They even broadcast funeral yakhe as if like bengumuntu bemoyile. You understand?
And you know what kakhulu ukuthi everything he said came true, and incwadi zakhe azithengwe South Africa, zithengwa all over the world. You can find them here you don't find them in South Africa. We do not believe in ourselves. We do not believe in anything that looks like us. And when it comes to irreligion, we are so confused because umfundisi wase-England ngeke akubuze imsangane esiyibuzwa abafundisi base-South Africa. Umfundisi wase-South Africa will ask you ukuthi qathi ukipiteleni noThenjiwe ngoba wena uyingane yesonto fanele uze esontweni ungaze esontweni ngoba ukipitile. Fanele uyolobola before we can accept you as a full member of the church. Musu babuza ukuthi uAdam wamlobola kubani uEve. Si confused nje into esingayazi. Siyabamba ngapha asizazi senzani. So we need to just be okay with being African. Singathathi lokhu okuthandwa yithini. And mina nayo neBhayibheli ukuthi iBhayibheli yes inezifundo eziningi ngakhula ngisonta ngasikhula ngiye enkonzweni and I respect abantu abaya enkonzweni as long as inhliziyo yakho mina I judge people ngenhliziyo nezenzo zakho not ukuthi wenzani because just because you go to a garage doesn't make you a car. Ukuthi uye esontweni doesn't make you a good person. So anginandaba ukuthi uye esontweni noma uyi mina ngijudge ngenhliziyo yakho. But the hardest thing with abantu abasontayo ukuthi bayakujaja umungasonti and they tell you about amademon but bona they don't want to be questioned. And thina as ama-Africans yes kubalulekile ukuthi yabo njengezindlu zesonto kubalulekile ukuthi sibe ne-spaces esihlangana kuzona. It's very therapeutic and thina singabantu bomculo. So even a place where we just gather to sing, khona into okuyenzayo ukuthina. Singabantu bengoma. But we need to make sure ukuthi ingqondo azikho diluted. It doesn't make you hate who you are. Because iBhayibheli likhuluma ngabaseKorinte, even ama-weather ethu awafani. Mina ngicela into ekhuluma ngabakwamashu ney'nkinga zakwamashu. Angikwazi eKorinte. Ngicela ukuface iy'nkinga zakwamashu. Okay, 2 minutes before I add more people. I've got more people backstage.
Yeah, okay, sister. Into engayitsho mna, yabo, aphe Africa, into besinoyenza okanye mandithi ithini isolution kuyo yonke lento yenzekalayo like aphe manve ndithi aphe Africa. Mna ngathi isolution ithini? Ithi isolution masibuyele kwi-African spirituality, sibuyele kwiindlela zokhokho bethu, kwezandlela okhokho bethu ababephila ngazo. Yayiqonda?
Kukhala thina kuqala sithi, oh my God, why are they calling it that? Port Elizabeth is much nicer. Kusho thina kuqala. Oh my God, who's gonna pronounce that?
Okay, out before the 1 minute is shaggy, because just this 1 minute is shaggy. I just want to tell South Africans that in Fihlo, ne? But we come from Adam and Eve, from Kimbambo, right? I'm gonna tell you today that that's a lie. We coming from kumntu wesifazane because of that's when wena umuntu ongubhuti ohlangana nomuntu ongusisi unkosikazi wakhe ebusuku. That time nidala umntwana and umntwana uzophuma only esiswini somuntu ongumama not embanjeni. Number 2, when uzalwa, even when usesiswini sikamamakho esibelethweni sikamamakho, you are protected by your ancestors. Even when ushona, you are also being welcomed by your fellow ancestors. Abakini, but it will depend to indlela wena bewuphila ngayo. If rapist ufana noMapunyane ungarespect indlela zakho, bazokurejecta mntakwethu. Uyoba sispoki ngaphandle, uyoba ngumuntu ohamba usetshenziswa ngendlela engayazi. But I just want you to keep this in mind that when uzalwa, you are being protected by your ancestors. If ucishe wafa engozini but you are still alive, it's not uNkulunkulu kaJesu. It's also umvelinqangi nezithunywa zakowenu. Ukhonza ungakhonzi unezithunywa zakowenu. Also when ushona, amaqwathi odlomo odlamini ngibabiza bonke, we all living on this earth for a purpose. You understand? Akekho umuntu odaliwe uzokuncenga indlu nendlu isibongo nesibongo sinesiphiwo saso. You understand? So before ngihambe sisithenja, I love your channel, ne?
Thank you so much.
We need umuntu ozosikhulula emqondweni. We need umuntu who will open this lock that enslaved our mind. You understand? Singawunikeza umhlaba as farmer, kuthiwe nawo umhlaba. We won't do anything with that land because of asinamcabango, asikwazi ukucinga. First, we have to sifundiswe emqondweni. We have to go back to our mind. We have to go back kwindlela zethu. Mele sinde. Mele abantwana bakithi.
When you talk about umhlaba, a lot of black people come from our village. La kunomhlaba khona, la sikhule sitshala sidla. We go siyohlala kwasayidins emadolobheni, and we take izinkomo siyozidayisa ukuze ingane iyofunda. Iyofundelani ukuthi misinemali aphula ilithenge kaWoolworths, umbili uthenge kaWoolworths. And you are like, but lento eyifundela ikhona ekhaya, why don't ukhulise leli farm lasekhaya? If usingathatha le mali le ekuthiwa ikhokhwe ema-university ama-hundreds of thousands, sithenge iy'nkomo, if ungathiwa musu no-matric ubaba wakho ukuthengela iy'nkomo ey'mbili, ithole nenkomazi, ilokhuzana nenkomazi, ukuzalisa, ukuqhube. Let us see appreciate intsha yethu, because vele usuke ufundelani ukuthi ube nendlu, ube nemoto yokuya emsebenzini, ube nokudla. Kodwa sishiya umhlaba la sizalwe khona, sishiya ukudla la sizalwe khona. So kuningi nje okufanele kube kuqhuthwe la kuthina, kuningi. Umuntu ashiye umhlaba wakubo enkandla ahamba ayohlala eflatini nabantu abawu4.
We need a spiritual guide. As Africans, we need a spiritual guide. We need to be guided by imboni yakwantu. If bekuya ngokunokwami, I would say that maybe we should leave uRamaphosa mhlambi angazi, but for provinces bekumele ukuthi indawo yepremier inkosi. You understand? Inkosi ezawumamela imboni yakwantu ukuthi kwenzekani. Let me make an example. I think it was 2018 la bekune accident khona eTable Mountain, right? Apho kuhlephuke khona intaba kwahlephuka kwaWalando. I don't know what is it. Lento ingathi yabahlisiye benews, you understand? Then kwafa umuntu oyi1 kwalimala abathathu, if I'm not mistaken. But I can tell you that that day earlier, that thing yayambulwe imboni yakwantu, or I can say it was prophesied. You understand? Later at 4 p.m. yenzeka. If we were led by abantu aba-recognizer imboni zakwantu, I'm telling you, yonke into bizawuma indawo ezinendlela ezihamba ngasentabeni bekuzovalwa because of izulu already seliwonishile abantu ukuthi kunesehlo esizakwehlekala. You understand? So at least if bese inkosi like kwaZulu kuphathe inkosi ezawukwazi ukuthi ihola abantu bayo emahlutshini ezikwenzeka ke emahlutshini kuphathe inkosi zamahlutshe emaXhoseni, then we recognize inkosi sibahloniphe, because these councillors and premiers, they are very selfish, and then badla imali, they don't care about us. You understand? Look at me, Themba lethu. If when now you are watching me on Facebook, on YouTube now, you are thinking that when the theater in sense, when now we are quarter or religion, you are still mental slavery. Sometimes we need to talk about izinto nje. We need a channel Thenjiwe to discuss, and then sivusane as Africa. Siye kusoloko si busy sifuna uvuthela isavana sifuna usela, because of when usela isavana uzohamba ebusuku uyokwenza umntana. But remember, when you reach 60 or 70 years, mawushona ungenzanga kahle emhlabeni, remember ukuthi lo mntana umshiya kwizwe elinjani. Look at how our country iba dangerous ngakhona ngoku. Abantu abanemali, they must pay rent. people got hijacked. Abantu indaba ye killing abantu, it is becoming normal ngoku. You understand? Which is we have to find a solution kule up. Otherwise, uzele, we have 5 kids already, but we are talking on social media platforms in the enganangqondo. So you need to think again ukuthi labantwana abahlanu obazele, when you go to your spiritual dimension, uzobashiya bephila kwizwe elinjani. After generation kune advert kaSavannah, after generation kudlala uzalo, in between the adverts you'll always find advert ye alcohol. Ebusuku kunenkqubo zakudala eziphindwayo, kunemiculo edlalayo.
Sengizokuvala bhuti wami, I've got a few people waiting kwilokhuzana, but kuleyo point yakho, it's us. We must learn to be okay with saying no to money and know that I'm not just doing it for myself. Vele le mali sithenga ngayo ama-champagne abo, sigqoka ngayo ama-designer clothes up. We must be able to say no. Uma bekunika i-advert bathi woza uzodlala and kuhlale kuthiwa sidanse thina kuma-advert, you must be able to say no. Unqabe. Masinganqaba sonke. Inkinga uyanqaba uThenjiwe, avuma uThembekile.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Even just singaba na one voice bangasihlonipha. Thank you so much. I've got people who've been waiting here for a long time.
It's African spirituality. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for that. Clantis, I'm sorry you've been waiting for a long time. I do apologize.
No, it's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I play the devil's advocate? Listen, we as Black people, we have an identity crisis, number one. Now, imagine, Goba, what you said earlier on about South Africa having a bad name in Africa is real. And I always imagine this, what if tables turn for South Africans, where we find ourselves poor? And usually where there is an economic down melt, you run away from that country for better economic opportunities. So Manjegetina, because we beat up our African brothers and sisters, where are we going to run to? Ngoba the only direction is south, and south ulwandle.
You know what the problem? People don't understand the power of divide and conquer. Remember, during apartheid, we went to those African countries that will never host us again, because they know ukuthi united we were so strong as Africa. They made sure ukuthi they corrupt us because we are the newer ones into freedom and democracy. So if you corrupt us, it's to corrupt a child. We are children in terms of democracy and freedom. So they want to make sure we have nowhere to go. We have nowhere to go. And what South Africans don't understand, like overseas, like England, if you can call any hotel that's doing quarantine, they are running away because they can see what is happening. It's 10 days in quarantine and you're paying a lot of money. You know how they come in? Because there are no tourist visas, work permits, but ancestral visas. They look after each other. When they start up ancestral visas, so bona basakwazi ukutravela wena you can't get a tourist visa uzela bayabaleka. There's even a group ngiyijoyinile ngafaka i-profile eyi-fake because people have kept telling me about it ukuthi ayibo bayabaleka abelungu eSouth Africa every day. Amahhotela asiwe quarantine mawufika agcwele abelungu base-South Africa. Thina silibena asiboni ukuthi kwenzekani.
Manje ngithi thina nathi sivala thina to the rest of Africa. Who is going to take a South African Africa? Nobody's going to take us ngoba we siyabashaya sibabiza ngamagama because we are in a better place. But
i-channel separliament kuba bekuyiZimbabwe weJesu ngabe sikhuluma okunye.
Yes, exactly. So manje my issue is that we are the ones that are our own enemy. And futhi, to expand that, it comes as well to support. Umuntu omnyama akafuni ukusupport omunye umuntu omnyama. So why then are we surprised masibona umuntu omnyama elandela omunye umuntu omnyama esitolo athi hayi vele policy yalesi sitolo? Waphela umuntu omnyama mangabe bona omunye umlungu ethi uyamtshela umlungu ukuthi cha, just because he's dressed in a different way, it doesn't mean he's a criminal until he proves us that he is a criminal.
But even if you are a criminal, they have never said no more denim jeans. Yet we see shoplifters in denim jeans every day. We see shoplifters, we see fraudsters in suits and ties. They have never banned a suit and a tie.
Yeah.
Just because I do a crime, if I go and shoplift, it should not be a problem for my entire tribe.
Yeah. Now, for me, it's always funny. Our identity crisis is so skewed. If umlungu does something to us, suddenly siyabumbana and we call the person, we call them out if it's a racist statement. Racism. Once it's we go back to hating each other through tribalism, through colorism, through xenophobia. And it just doesn't mean, it always leaves me baffled. How are we woke when we want to be woke? And then when it comes to each other, I mean, there is a business that's not about three. Is sandwiched between India and Umlungu. When I don't know, abangeni uyazi ugcine senzeni unabuza no brothers ugcine sethatha isithombe somlungu esinengane nomlungu wasifaka kwiwindi lakhe abantu bangena yila sebengena khona bambuza ukuthi neke how yazi bengithi nomlungu ufuna udokotela aqhamuka umuntu omnyama ethi mina udokotela bembuke ngelinye ihlo.
Listen,
umuntu omnyama
forget even udokotela omnyama. Mina as a South African comedian, I get more of my fans that not umuntu othi ngiyamthanda Thenjiwe ngifan yakhe. I'm talking about people ticket buying audiences. Abathenga ama-ticket. But very few South Africans. I feel like more if I'm outside South Africa. Ama-Nigerians, ama-Zimbabweans, bese kuba belungu-ke, depending which way I am, mhlawumbe ngise Thailand, abantu bakhona. But abantu basekhaya, they will be the first ones abacomplainayo ukuthi ngikhuluma isiZulu. But if I do a show for them, they don't want to pay. They don't come to the shows. You are lucky if you can have abantu about 500. But makuthiwa kufike engeke babize ngamagama, abakhuluma ngisho isingisi abangasazi, they'll be the first ones bakhokha 1,500. Kodwa thina abasupport abantu abamnyama.
Lutho.
Uyenze nje ngepassion. Imali base ingoma zithi nje sekune medical aid ngene ikhokhe.
That is why it's becoming more. It's becoming more and more. It's becoming more and more difficult to support izinto zethu ngoba asupportani. I mean, I support everything. Ehlangane nathi. Everything. But I bandla umuntu omnyama uzokhombisa ama flames. Umuntu omnyama against ngakho bengithi eqaleni ukuthi when racism is done by your own, it hits differently. Ulimala ngenye indlela ekwenza ukuthi ngisho yazi ungabusazi ukuthi nekufanele when you get defeated. Kanti umlungu at least uyakwazi to stand up umtshela ezikagoqo. Umuntu omnyama, what do you say? Umuntu wakini. So manje I just don't understand. And then any into futhi, since now we are woke. Oh, sesiya realize ukuthi abelungu basenza kanjena, hey, sima mental slavery. Siyokhuluma ngalokho kuyoze kube yini ngoba it's going to take
asenziwe abelungu senzana sodwa.
Exactly.
Let me take this point. Ujri Khumalo says, did you know Uguti Kwamashu was named after a Scottish businessman? Yes, I am very aware of that.
Me too.
And when you tell abantu, kube ngazuthi usisithenjiwe ave ithanda ipolitiki, usisithenjiwe ave ithanda ukuphikisa. Mina, I'm not proudly from Kwamashu. People like to say, oh, proudly from I'm not, because my people were displaced to Kwamashu. They didn't choose to go to Kwamashu. It's the system me Kwamashu. I am not proud Kwamashu citizen. Number two, machinjwa magama, awushintshwe nomashu. Why is South Africa? Why can't we officially be esinqanqawini or whatever? Noma kuthiwe nje Thenjiwe.
Yeah.
Why?
I think
A lot of people from KwaMashu, they don't know KwaMashu proud and ban. KwaMashu for who? Uyazi ukuthi ubani uMashali. Uyazi ukuthi wayenike kanjani le yanto. Uyazi ukuthi kwabantu abangaki. Uyazi there's just so much. But until we teach that history ezikoleni, children will grow up being proud of izinto ezibacindezele. And you are proud of into ekucindezele. Kushuthi ucindezelekela emqondweni.
Exactly.
So
manje mina kumbuzo uthi sesiyayizibona zonke izo zinto lezi indawo kufanele silinde qhamuka ukuthi whatever leyo fanele iqhamuke is relieve ngoba it's ours now sesiyazi ukuthi neke inkinga ikuphi yindaba pho singathathi inakhuzana izinyathelo zokuthi sishintsheke phela izinto lezi ngeke ungitshela ukuthi neke hayi ingqondo zethu sabophekile hayi kwasho kwacima ngavutha amalangabe if YouTube eyomlungu umuntu omnyama umuphi lo muntu omnyama ohlele owenza ama-coding asicodele nathi our own platform asicodele our own Google asicodele
benza i-porn benze lezi toilet zokuhlebana nokudestroyana benza lokho just like how i-video yomuntu omnyama enza into wrong iba viral i-video yomuntu omnyama egreda eRussia ayibi viral nje silimele
so manje soqaqeka kanjani ke masenze into enjenga ngoba phela kufanele sibumba yabona i-AfriForum if mangabe ngisifunda kwi-AfriForum yazi i-AfriForum ithatha 50 rand from each of amabhodi 50 rand lama 50 rand asithi awu 200,000 enza malini awungenzile i-calculation angeze ngisho ukuthi malini wena la uhlezi khona ulalela le stream lesi awenza i-calculation ukuthi ama 50 rand awu 200,000 enza ama million emphasis million ayingaki so ingakho bezama ukuthatha ukuthi nake bezakhele ezabi izinto yize we are stopping them sithi it's racism bafuna ukwakha eyabo i-university yamabhunu ngale mali labayiqongelelayo so thina ke what is it so difficult ukuthi mangabe kunomuntu omnyama owenza i-coding asicodele our own platforms la sokuxoxa khona sikhuleke ngamalwimi ethu ahlukahlukile eAfrika
let us talk about into lapha kwethu manje reality mangathi nje lonke enibuka le platform ngicela ningipho 10 rand every month. Thank you so much for the super sticker, so I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Wonke umuntu obuka le channel u10 rand nje. That will make me much more free because I don't need to be auditioning for my TV jobs. I don't need to because some of the things abantu abazenza ingoba uyasamzoxoshwa emsebenzini. At the end of the day sinama bills ngeke ninginike. Kodwa niyayikhokha u300 rand waka DStv ni complain every day ukuthi kudlala umbhedo.
Exactly.
Ni complain every day ukuthi kudlala umbhedo. Ni complain eNCA kodwa nihambe noyibuka. Mangathi basakulo ukuthi subscribe mahala. Imali 10 million.
Yeah,
befuna ukusho lokho bobasho 10 million.
Yeah, befuna ukusho lokho ukuthi neke into esimple free of charge. Subscribe.
Ngicela nifunde kuliso guys. Yes, super chats please. Let me eat as well now.
Yeah, yabona i-super chat ka 9 rand.
Kuningi ekusafanele sikufunde.
Yeah, it's a lot but fanele iqale kuthina.
I don't know if you're frozen. Please give me a sign. Are you frozen or are you still with us?
I'm still here. Angis.
Okay, I think ube frozen. Clantis. Thank you so much, Liso. Guys. Sorry guys, I do not know what happened. I have just come back with my phone. I do apologize. Angazi kwenzekeni kodwa I do think ukuthi We discussed everything esikhulumile konke that needed to be discussed. I know we were supposed to have another one. We were supposed to have another one. Okay, someone wants to bega umbono. I will give you a link. Please, ngicela ungene ASAP because we are wrapping up now. I'm putting a link for you. So kusasa ke we will talk about that teacher ofake ingane e-toilet because asibanga sisaba nesikhathi namhlanje. Aibo, where's the where are the comments? Why can I not see comments? Why can I not see comments? More or post a comment. Sorry, I'm not used to doing this thing on the phone. Enjoy looks on the laptop. I don't know what's in on mine. Okay. Akura, I just posted a link. Please click on that link. Izokufaka la phakathi. Please click on that link and then izokufaka phakathi. So tomorrow we will be doing the live stream. Yes, it just hurts me even more. It seems to be more and more of abantu abamnyama abaphazamisa abantu abamnyama abahlukumeza abantu abamnyama. So yeah, it's not good. It's the one. Yeah. Thank you so much. Good night. Entertainment series, you just joined and we are just about to leave, but thank you so much for joining. And Auntie Thenjiwe umuhle as always ngaso yi-2000 ngiyisalukwazi esigugu ebusweni kanti ithuluzi lisaqine liqine ngci liyasebenza. Guys, I have just posted the link. You guys asked for the link, but you are not joining. You are not joining. So I do not know what to do with you. Hello, Thanda. Thanda. Okay, we lost to Thanda. Thanda, please do try again. I'm very happy. I once thought about going house to house around where I am staying and ask for 5 rand from each household so I can make money for a living. Actually, we should be doing that. But at least offer a service, even if you just offer to visit them. I'll visit your lonely gogo for 5 rand. We shouldn't have a problem. Uthi shwele ngrozi yokulunga. Uthi shwele ngrozi yokulunga. Asambe siye ejele Thenjiwe. Hey, ejele guys, kumnandi ejele. Ijele. Aloni ijele. Ijele, alilona ijele. So tomorrow we'll be talking about this story. A teacher omnyama naye who puts Elena inside a pit toilet full of kak to retrieve their cell phone. Things people do. Things we do to each other. Yeah. Yeah, we are going to jail. Okay? Guys, link I did post the link, but let us call it a night. Let us call it a night. Thank you so much, guys. I love you and I wish you all the best. Sizobonana tomorrow.
Nansimpieza soshona pina Shomani sizwe Apha makawe South Africa Shomani sizwe baleka ibambene ngesihlonzana yeah ibambene isinsizwa sakithi mashinga kithi madoda bo